Tactical genius, he's the one to see on VP4TV. He's wild and he's free. Eyeball top over here to you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking aimlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the corner bank to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. Magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Corner bank to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper.
ATG from Kilmarnock town, got your hustle down. Streams the pool games live, makes our day come alive. Early mornings on your grind, Tesco shift unwind, but you find the time to play, stream the virtual day. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand.
And it's a sucker scratch. Look at the line. Commentator's eye. Don't say I didn't warn you.
OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Early riser, work all done, streams the games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
This for the 101. Absolutely sensational once again.
Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG, tactical genius. Every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
That was fantastic.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Steve.
Good evening.
I'm hearing audio from somewhere. Is it my phone? Hang on. No, it's not my phone.
That's
Right, that room's probably up.
It is. Boy, this was just spur of the moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I was actually asleep and only woke up 10 minutes ago, and Matt had sent me a message on Facebook to say they were looking to start at some point in the near future. And well, we're lucky we're in. The room hasn't, the match hasn't started yet. We're waiting on Matt arriving. Well, I am absolutely knackered. I've been out my bed 2 o'clock in the morning the last 2 nights, and I've got another 2 to come. Well, here we go. This is a hot seat match, by the way, for those that are interested.
This should be a good one. I mean, Matt's been knocking on the door for quite a while.
Well, this could be the big breakthrough for him. Although he's got a big task ahead of him. If he wins today, he's still got to maybe beat Semi-Pro or Albinario again, more than likely. With the greatest respect to the others that are still left in it.
Yeah, well, whoever wins this thing's going to have to earn it, because there's no easy roads. Matt has been knocking on the door. He just seems like he gets better and better every World Championship. Is it going to be this time? I don't know. Semi-Pro is a pretty tough match. And you're right. If he does win this, then he's going to end up having to face Albinario eventually. I
think the one thing that that Matt has in his favour is that he's got, if anything, he's probably got a more gentle stroke than Semi-Pro has at this game. But then again, Semi-Pro plays it probably a lot differently, a lot more aggressively. I mean, Matt's got a gentle touch for finding his way out on this table. You need the kind of stroke that he's got for this table.
Well,
and especially that cue ball.
It's a little different style. I think Semi-Pro plays like a UK pub player, more like a snooker player, plays a lot off a stun. Mm-hmm. And Matt plays like an American pool player, rolls the ball a lot more. So it's a contrast in styles. I'm not going to say one's better than the other. I will say playing off stun is difficult to do. I believe it's easier style to play and rolling the ball. But, that said, some of the great pool players today play a lot off of stun. And it certainly is a good style if you can play that way. Was that going to be short? I think he barely
just got there. He just got there.
Yeah, well, I think he was a little afraid of the speed into the side pocket.
Yeah, to twist that a little bit there. Well, this ain't easy. I presume he's cutting this into the side. Is he playing it up top because there's a scratch on here?
No, I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play it up top, and there is a scratch on here. It's
Oh no, this is definitely a scratch. This. Yeah, he took the risk away with it.
Well, he hit it with speed.
So, welcome to Coldest Pillow. In fact, Coldest Pillow is the only one that's actually typed in the chat, so I assume nobody else is there. A lot of people will be at their dinner.
This is a last-second thing, so.
And the other thing is people may well still be out Christmas shopping and getting home, with other things to do, obviously. But anyway, it's a good start for Semi-Pro.
That was on Matt's break, so, I mean, this could, I'm sure he's going to take reds here. This is not an easy table. So I think he'll come across and get the red right below the 8. He's got to get that out of there so he can shoot the next one down the line. Probably just come and bump this yellow. Now, he hit that a lot harder than I thought he would. Not quite sure what he was trying to do there, but I think he took a chance hitting it that hard.
Well, I think he was trying to release the other red possibly as well. And he's got himself in trouble.
Yep, that's no good.
Well, he's got himself in trouble in the one that he was playing for, but he's got the one into the side as a bailout, but he's got to get back again to this other one. That's the other concern.
Yeah, that was a costly error with the cue ball there, because getting back to that's not going to be that easy. Now, he does have the other one above the side pocket he can slide down on. If he gets high enough, which, boy, I'm not sure he did there, he's going to have to force it, which is not what you want.
Yeah, and then, of course, the other problem is there is possible traffic that he could end up behind if he gets this too good.
Well,
he could end up behind the 8-ball.
He's going to play it.
He's still playing the other one.
He's
leave the high fed head cut.
Yeah, he's playing it safe. He's accepting a harder shot for a guaranteed position, which is, that's one of those trade-offs.
Well, that's very well played. Very well played. Well, Matt's going to get a fair idea that the task ahead of him is quite a challenge with such a strong start here from semi-pro.
Yeah, well, when semi-pro is on, he's pretty formidable.
But like I said, the one thing that does do for you, Matt, is that it should mean you're in full focus mode when you get an opportunity. You're now trailing 2-0. And semi-pros get balls again in the break. And again, well, this table is very good. Maybe an awkward red in the middle of the table there, in the middle of the two yellows. But other than that, he should be out. I'm saying reds. I think it's a toss of a coin, to be honest with you. I don't think there's...
Yeah, I like the reds a little better. So if they're both good, you're right. I mean, either one works.
That one there he can get right now. I mean, he's on the one into the corner here, but he's on the other one straight up table into the far corner. But he can now roll this one into the side and play for that one into the far corner if he wants. So it's definitely going to be 3-0. Can't see where this is going to go wrong.
Yeah, well, that was a shot that could have gone wrong on getting funny on that ball, and he's perfect.
Now, is he going to brush the yellow? Is he going to use the yellow just to hold this?
He doesn't need to.
No, he's fine. So the only test now is just controlling the cue ball back for that 8-ball.
Yeah. Well, this is easy. This is what you want. You want to take the cue ball to the rail here. It makes it a lot easier to control the speed. This is a simple shot.
Now, you see what I've said there? Commentator's eye. Is he blocked out? I don't think he's on it.
Well, I don't like the way he hit that. He put the tip too low and hit it soft. That's the thing you always harp about is, get the tip lower and hit it harder, or get the tip higher and hit it harder.
To stun it.
And he tried to play some little subtle shot there, which is, when he got that angle, that gave him the ability to not have to do that. Mm-hmm. I mean, he just hit that with straight draw, no English. Well, and, that's just...
whatever way you look at it, though, it's a big mistake and an opportunity here for Matt, which he has to deliver. Yeah, the obvious concern here is coming back up for the 8-ball, and that's a lot easier said than done.
Well, his big concern is the ball on the rail.
Yeah, and that's the worry I would have, that you're actually playing that to try and draw back up. Well, this is not going to be good, I'll tell you right now. This ain't going to be good. He's going to have to leave a high cut in this 8-ball from the short side, I think.
He can come back and shoot it up table if he wants. Well, he's going to go forward.
Oh, well.
This really isn't that bad. I mean, the key thing is you got to pocket the ball, because it is missable.
Yeah, the problem that you have with this table is the pace of the ball in these pockets. And that's very well done. I mean, he's actually overdone it.
Yep, that's that light cue ball. And this is a shot nobody really likes that much on tight pockets.
He's played it well. Well, that's a bonus for Matt.
Well,
An unexpected bonus.
Matt's matured as a player. A lot of players, you know, against a guy that's playing the way semi-pro came out, would have trouble when they got a chance. Matt didn't, you know, nothing fazed him.
I think what's phased him there is he's the worst possible result after pinching that rack. He's come up bone dry, and well, you've got 2 yellows tied up, a red tied up.
I think he's almost has to take the reds here,
Yeah,
and I like the way he played that. And that's not bad. That's not bad. You know, he's got 1 ball he's got to get back to, but the rest, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Well, I think this is a lot tighter to the rail, this red, for playing a cut.
Now, I thought he'd try to get more straight on that and draw the ball up table, because you know, the situation here is such that if you got that ball up on the rail, any kind of reasonable shot on it, you got this other ball down here by the 2 reds, which you're going to have a pretty easy shot on. And that's a brilliant shot there. That was hit perfectly.
Who you think will win boxing? Well, if he wants to make history, then Tyson Fury. Oh, that's not going to get there. And that's a free shot for Matt as well, because he's not hit a rail.
Well, that's what really hurts, because this table's a mess. Giving him a free shot, now he can deal with his problems.
Well, we've seen
he really only has 1 bad problem, and that's the 2 reds on the long rail that he's.
Yeah, the 2 yellows. But this is where things go crazy, where sometimes he locks something else up, but he hasn't this time. Well, another bonus for Matt. Well, I never liked that red and that short rail there, Steve. That was far too tight to the bottom rail. And you can see the way that semi-pro played that. He was it was very dicey to get that to hold the rail and cut in.
Well, that's the second shot he's babied too much. You know, the end of the last game, he babied it and didn't get on the 8, and there he babied that and didn't make the ball. I mean, those are both unforced errors in my book.
Well, there's a slight problem here, and those 2 yellows, they're essentially covering one another slightly for that pocket. One will go clean, the furthest out will go, but you don't want to be having to play that if you can help it. He'll probably go up top and get the closer one first.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually pretty simple.
Now, the only thing here is he's got to get out clean. Now, is he going to try and come along behind the red? He's not going to try and bump anything. Aye, that's fine. So now this should just be a little tweak around the corner for a long 8 ball or the 8 ball into the left side.
He could catch a piece of this red. Oh, he didn't. That's good. Not like cue ball, it goes sideways a long ways.
Yeah. I've still got to give this full attention, because again, you cannot pinch any of these jaws in these side pockets. We keep saying it, and we keep seeing things happen here where the ball just comes straight out. Don't want to jinx him. Right in the heart. Well, panic over for Matt. He's been let off the hook.
Well, he's got 2 games, and both games semi-pro gave to him.
Well, Semi-Pro's response is a very good break again, and once again, it's a table that is going to be out. I mean, you take the reds, everything's there. You've got the 2 from the side pocket.
Yeah, I definitely like the reds better, just the way they're laying. Just where the cue ball is and how it's starting. I mean, this is pretty simple. This is like a connect the dots rack.
And that's the other thing. There's nothing threatening a rail at all here, so this definitely should be a run out. He's just going a wee bit short on this red here, by the way. Just a wee bit short.
Okay.
See, this is it. Now he's a wee bit short again. Now he's maybe going to play for a bump here or come through and out the gap.
You got to watch out. You bump that yellow, you may not have a shot.
Yeah, he's just threatening to lose it.
He's having speed problems.
He definitely is.
I mean, he's hitting them too easy. He's hitting them too hard.
You got there. But the 8-ball's gone safe. Well, it's threatening to unravel here for Semi-Pro.
He's having trouble with speed. There is a safety here.
Well, he's going all out for the kick here. Got the rail too soon, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think that was a bad play going for the kick.
Well, third time for Matt. He comes to the table.
I'm not sure if he even looked at the safety play he had there.
Oh, no, I mean,
bumping the 8.
There was no second thought of safety, but there you go. That's what happens with these side pockets. He got off the hook himself this time, Semi-Pro. You're lonely. Well, everybody's away visiting people, Cold as Pillow. They're all away visiting people, but they can all watch it. That's the beauty about live streaming. You catch up when you get home, when you've got time.
Yeah, well, nobody knew about this match. It just popped up. I just happened to be here and see up.
I only knew about it, sort of 10 minutes before it started. Well, Semi-Pro looking to capitalise. Did Matt come up dry there with the break, or did he miss a shot?
I didn't see. He probably came up dry.
He must have come up dry.
He's been breaking terrible. I mean, no, that's why Semi-Pro's ahead, because Matt is not breaking well. Well, here we go out of line again.
Yeah. Now, is he going to play for the bump this time? Or is he trying to sneak it? I mean, this is tricky, this angle that he's got here in this red. I'm looking to try and judge the pat. No, this is too thin. I think he might hit the yellow here.
No, you can just cut this. The problem is not going behind the 2 yellows. Okay, yeah. He did go for the bump, and that was well done. I mean, that was a very controlled bump. If you're going to bump a ball, that's how you want to do it. Very controlled. Let's see if he's going to try to... No, he's not going to try to make it sit there.
No, I won't be Cold as Pillow. What time is it again? Remind me what time it is. No, it's not that match. There's another match. 6 p.m. I should be there for that. Unless Slim turns up. If he turns up, he can do it, because I'm actually half asleep right now. But there's another match at midnight. That's never going to happen. I'm long gone before that time. Well, this is the one remaining tricky shot. Oh, watch that yellow. I think he's okay.
Well, it's easy for Stubb not to get fines. He just has to stop doing stuff that gets him fined. That's a simple thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand Stubbs' logic. He said he stopped playing VP4. He wasn't playing any. He hasn't been playing VP4 for a long, long time. He only ever plays in these big tournaments. Now that looks dry. So Semi-Pro's returned the favour, but he's done that now with a 2-rack lead. So the pressure's on Matt.
I'm sure he's taking yellows here.
Well, those 2 yellows up top, there isn't any problem there at all. They both go. In fact, he might even play the combo for all that. If that yellow wasn't there, he won't play it now. But if he gets out into the table, he might play it. But then again, he might cut the other one. Or what would you do here, Steve? You're going to cut this one and just fill in the wee gap there like that?
Yeah. I'm not sure I would have tried to hit that one. I might have tried to go in between, but it's still fine.
Well, again, I presume it doesn't matter. I think he's okay in the one on the side, and he can still get that other one. The only problem now is he's not got as much of a pocket for that yellow. He's got to be good on this.
Really? I didn't realize that ball was in the way.
He's got to be careful with this. I'll tell you something. He doesn't want to really have any angle in this to pot this. He wants to be dropping this in straight.
He's got a crappy angle here. He's going to have to go to the end rail. I don't think there's any way he can get on this good without going to the end rail.
Oh no, that's a horrible angle. So he's in trouble. He's in big doo-doo here.
Did he hit it hard enough? Nope. And that's a shot. It's a kill shot when you hit it like that with the left English.
Well, it will go, but at this angle,
And he's
any
putting
of that red.
English on it, which makes it
that's
even harder.
very well done. That's
Yeah,
an excellent shot.
That was with a lot of English. That was truly an excellent shot.
And this is still horrible, I think. No, it doesn't look so bad when you look at it from this angle.
No, I don't think he's going to miss this.
Loads of pocket. So Matt's being allowed to stay in this at the moment, and when that happens, very often you think, you know, sometimes the run of the ball starts changing, and then Matt being behind starts to get himself really into the game. You never know.
Well, I like yellows. I think he's almost got to take the yellows.
Right, so you cut that one, come across, got a little bump. Oh, he's missed the pot.
Well,
he's done all the hard work right there.
Yep, that's the sellout shot there, where you fix all the problems and miss the ball.
And miss the ball. That's the fatal mistake you do, is you get rid of all the problems in one shot, and you forget to pot your own, the main part of the stroke, because getting the ball in the hole.
Well, the thing about pool is, good pool players always focus on cue ball. Making the ball is secondary. But you still got to make it. It may not be your main focus, but the ball's got to go in the hole.
I'm not quite certain what the hell he's doing here. He's obviously playing the combo.
Well, he's going to roll this.
But
I can't imagine he'll let this anything but a roll.
Yeah, because he doesn't want the yellow to go anywhere other than stay there near the pocket.
And this is a simple, just take a little piece of it, come down. See, now he doesn't do that. See, that's interesting. Maybe he was worried about the corner of the pocket if he hit it then. But he's perfect.
Well, it allows Semi-Pro to take advantage of Matt's generosity in getting rid of the problem, and he's now got back to a 2-rack lead. And this time it's like another dry break, but it's an ugly 8-ball. It has to be said.
Yeah, honestly, I think as well as Semi-Pro plays this game, if he could just get rid of some of these unforced errors, he'd be pretty near unbeatable in this. But you know, he's still making some errors you don't expect him to make. But when he's not doing that, it looks, you know, phenomenally good. Oh boy!
Stubb says every tournament's easy when he's entered it.
There goes Matt with another enforced error, and that's Now, one idea here is shoot the red at the yellow, make them both, and then you have your choice. Because I mean, he doesn't have a good shot on the yellow other than playing this combo.
Do you do something really crazy here and play the red on? Well,
see, he made them both.
Well, he's still got an open table, so
now reds aren't bad. The only problem is that one. So you got to figure out how you're going to get to that. And he's got a ball near it.
Well, not at this angle, I don't think. Mind you, of course, he's played a billiard again, hasn't he? He's played the combo.
That's a nice shot there. Yep. He took the yellows and got rid of the main problem. I think he's pretty good here. Well, so he's probably going to play position for the one of these, the outside one or the inside one of these two balls over there.
I've got to say that one of them has got to be probably the last ball to get to the 8-ball. I can't believe he's going to play some other shot.
Well, this ball in the middle of the table is going to be problems if he leaves it for too long.
Well,
I think he tried to get on it there and just came up short.
Welcome to Wit.
Well, he could shoot the one on the side and play shape for both balls. You know, the one in the corner, both balls, one in one corner, one in the other. And that's what I think he's doing.
Stubbs never won a 10-ball world championship. Well, this is, again, just threatening to go pear-shaped this visit. Let's have a look at what he's got here. Well, I'll tell you something. He ain't getting into the side. And this is a hell of a shot, this, into the corner. Oh, he's played it well.
Yeah,
he's played that very well.
He's getting out of line a lot, but he's dealing with it very well.
This has got to be flush. And it is. It held its line. Oh, wrong button. Hang on a minute, folks. Well, it's now a 3-rack advantage. So, big task now for Matt.
He needs to do something here. Well, Stubb is going to, you know, I think it does help Stubb a little bit being on a 10-footer. But the bottom line is you're not going to beat the best players unless you can run out a lot. And he's a little too loose with the cue ball to beat guys like Cobra and Alvin.
Well, Stubb's idea is that it probably
oh boy,
evens it out a bit more for him. It favours him a wee bit more by it being a table that the other guys don't play on an awful lot. But then again, neither does Stubb. Yeah, Matt's missing too many opportunities.
Well, this is no easy out. I mean, it'll be impressive if he can get out from here. I actually like shooting this in the side pocket and running into those 2 yellows that are together because you know you're going to come up with a shot. Now, he's playing table position.
Where's the cue ball going?
That's the wrong way to do it.
Oh, dear. Right, well, there you go, Matt. You've made a boo-boo and you've been off the hook and now you're back in with the free shot to get you started. Oh, dear. And he's right in a hole, straight off the bat.
Well, that's not the best use of his free shot. He's still got 2 balls there that are kind of tied up. And he's overrolling this. I'm sure he was playing shape for the one.
Well, I think he'll just cut that onto the one over the pocket.
Yeah, he's still okay. Yep, good shot.
Now, he's got to make sure he gets up the table a wee bit here. Unless he's going to take the one in the corner first. Well,
I think he's going to play the combo here.
Now, of course, you've still got to think about the cue ball because you don't want to leave this red over the pocket and you've got no shot to be able to hit the red. You've got to watch the traffic. And he's bumped to yellow. Now, you can play it ultra safe and just leave the cue ball where the red is and just a straight 8.
I think he
like
will.
That. Yeah. Don't start being fancy and trying to move the cue ball closer. Just a nice straight roll in will do it.
Yeah, that's a shot you would never play in real life.
No, you'd be getting the cue ball out. But well, of course, this is only a bar-sized table anyway. But you can get away with that. And there's that 8-ball nailed to the rail again. Absolutely rock solid.
Yeah,
not quite.
I think he's almost has to take yellows here. He doesn't have to, but I think yellows are a little better because the 2 together, the one near the rail, it's easy to bump the red open up.
Might be his first ever loss according to Barry McGuigan. You talking about Usyk?
I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do there. Is he going to shoot the triple combination here? He is, and he missed it. Well,
it's long odds at the moment for Matt to do a great deal in this visit. Looking at these problem reds that you got here. And I think that was a reasonable move, except for the fact that he's... he hasn't left semi-pro anything really to go for. Now,
that was actually a pretty good play because he got a ball out of that could be used to get to these 2 reds.
Yeah, the strange thing is
that makes the table really tough for Matt.
Yeah. what I'm thinking is that why did he give him the free shot?
Oh, that's right. He made the ball. He
made Matt's ball.
Well,
He's
I don't
given
think
Matt.
he obviously wasn't trying to make that ball. That was just he was trying to hit it down the table.
But it was still a foul because he played his ball and not his own ball first.
No,
but anyway,
he did catch it. He did hit his own ball then. Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed it.
The hit was legal. The problem was making his opponent's ball.
Well, at least he's got it off the side rail. Well, I think he's got to play the cut right now. I'm surprised he hasn't. Surprised he hasn't. I think he should have played that cut there and come back across the table for the other red next to the two yellows and get rid of that. The problem then is that would he have been able to get back up for the 8 ball?
This is a game winner right here.
Maybe that was his thinking, that he wanted to leave that red to come up and play the red to get to the 8 ball.
Well, semi-pro didn't come out of that great. He's going to have to make a shot here. He hit it good.
Well, he can play to bump the red, can't he? I mean, the only danger is coming up it the wrong way and hooking himself. He's well away from that.
Yeah, that's just a little touch shot there. Well done.
Well, semi-pro got away with it, giving Matt the free shot, and he's now got a 3-rack lead.
Well, I mean, they both made some unforced errors, but semi-pros definitely played better. Watch out. Oh boy, that's a disaster for Matt.
Oh, cue ball's gone.
Free ball right off the bat. And,
oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
That could be the game breaker there. It's now looking like a long road back.
You got to be a little careful. You got to be a little careful here if he's going to shoot at these balls by the side pocket, because you don't want to tie one of those reds up further down. And he's thinking of doing this a little differently. And the only problem with that shot is he left the yellow. Well, the yellow's not really blocking the pocket. That's okay.
Got to get a hold of this cue ball a bit here, yeah. Needs to bounce.
Short there. He was wanting to shoot one of those 2 out from the side pocket, so he's going to have to play the combo here. Yeah, if he would have got on those 2 out from the side pocket, this table would have been a lot easier. You know, having to come back to those is going to be... Yeah, this is a little tricky. I think he's just going to roll this and then shoot the one that's on the rail next. He's deciding to shoot one of these ones out from the side pocket. I think he realized that the table was going to be really tough if he didn't shoot one of those.
Well, he's got control of the top of the table as we look.
That's the thing is, you know, he knew if he missed it, it's no gimme out. But on the other hand, looking at where that red is, you got to figure Matt can follow his yellow in. So I expect Matt to get out here.
Well, he's going to have to play it sooner rather than later. Yep. And it goes in.
Yeah, and he got position on the other one. That was nicely done. So the rest of this is going to be a formality.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that, Steve. I still don't like the look of those, the yellow close to the yellow that's on the rail up this end.
Well, the fact he's got this ball right here.
Well, now he can get it, but the only dicey thing, well, I suppose if he can roll that in along the rail and take the one into the side and come up table to the top rail and left side for the yellow. I mean, it's probably easy enough that. This is the toughest shot he'll play. That there, is it going to get there? Not getting there.
That was the same shot Semi-Pro missed.
Yeah.
But he got to the rail, so it's not a free shot, but that's another gift.
Yeah, this is all over this rack.
Somebody should just stop this and shoot the next one on the side. He's not going to do that. He's going to go down and shoot this one down there. What's he doing?
Coming inside, yeah.
Well, I don't know why he did that.
Well, see,
why
now
didn't he
he's-
just shoot the one on the rail and stop it and then shoot the one he
Yeah.
just ran into another side?
And then he's
Why
bumped
did he make it
into
all complicated?
he's bumped into the one red that was out in the open, and he's killed
No.
it in the rail.
I just don't get that move. I mean, he took something simple and made it complicated.
Yeah, it was obviously played to go through the gap of them and got onto that one in the rail, but running into the other red then
Yeah,
gave
but
him the
you
issue.
know that was the way he had to hit that and stuff. All he had to do was make the one on the rail and shoot the other one into the side pocket. I mean, it was sitting perfect for it.
Overdone it. Overdone it. Matt's off the hook again. Well, this is a big
Yeah.
swing here. I mean, this was 8-4
That
30
was
seconds
just,
ago.
That just wasn't good pattern play there. I think, you know, players tend to try to do too much. And, you know, we all do it. We all try to do too much. But the best guys do everything simple. Simple, simple. Simple as they can. I remember watching or talking to Dennis Acolio and was asking about, you know, how he matched up with certain guys. And we said, you know, Marvin Manalo, who you guys probably don't know. And he said, I can't give him any weight. That's how good Manalo was. And then said Roberto Gomez, and he said he needs a 7 from me. And I said, why? And he says, because Roberto plays too fancy. And you know, Roberto Gomez is tremendously talented, and he's won a lot. But that sort of says it all. It's like he tries to do too much. He's too fancy, and that causes you to fail. And that's what I see out of a lot of people playing virtual pool is a lot of the good players, they have a tendency to get too fancy. Stubb is sort of the ultimate guy in that of what he tries to do.
Oh, dear. Well, is that a blink there from Semi-Pro?
Yeah. You know, it's just another unforced error.
Now, those two reds look, well, they're not dead set, I don't think. However, it's just got to be done carefully. It wants to get to the jaw, that red, but I think you can easily adjust that to make the combo no problem.
I think people see Efren and they see the fantastic things that he does. And that's what everybody talks about, being a magician, and that's what everybody remembers. But if you watch Efren play, he only does fancy when he needs to. He doesn't do fancy all the time.
Well, this is a big shot. Now,
yeah, so it was 7-4 and 2 unforced errors by Semi-Pro, and it's now 7-6, and Matt's breaking. So Semi, with those 2 errors, to put Matt back in this match.
He should have had a 4-rack lead, no doubt about it. Big break now for Matt.
Well, I called this P. I don't think his biggest problems are anger issues. I think his biggest problems is he just, you know, he doesn't play pool the right way. Even in games that he plays well, like 9-ball and 10-ball. I mean, he turns the cue ball loose too much. He takes too many chances, and he doesn't play safe enough, and he doesn't play safe that well because he's never learned to play. Because he never does it enough.
Well, the bad news for Matt, he does all that, gets back to within 1, and then, of course, what does he do? He comes up dry again in the break. That's what you can't be doing. Or at least put it this way, it just doesn't help your situation, getting right back into the match. Now he's got to sit and suffer. Semi-pro in the yellows. There's one problem yellow, which of course is blocked by the red, which is right in the pocket. And he might well be able to get that to follow in, no problem. That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hung up.
That was a tough shot. The angle he had, it was tough to hit that perfect.
Well, Matt's going to have to go for the kill here and get rid of that yellow over the corner.
Oh, I'm not saying that Stubb can't play. I'm just, when I point things out of anybody that is a really good player on VP, I'm just pointing out where they would be better.
Yeah, but don't forget as well, you could get away with an awful lot more. But
I just lost you here. You still there? What happened? He unplugged himself, I think.
Yeah, I just unplugged myself there. Yeah, I dropped put my water bottle down and then caught the cable and disconnected it from its extension. I Stubb won the Virtual 9-Ball World Championship in Virtual Pool 3, where you can get away with all sorts of weird stuff with the cue ball.
Well, the thing, if you really want to learn how to play pool, just watch the pros. I mean, watch the WNT tournaments and watch how they play. I listen to Jeremy Jones, especially Scott Frost, also about how they talk about what players are doing, and first off, you're going to find that they don't criticize the players that much, and the reason why they don't is because the players don't do very many things wrong. I mean, all those guys play very smart. They play good patterns, and if you watch the pros play, you'll see them play, safe a lot, and you'll see them play a lot of lockup safes. And VP is a little bit different than real life, but it's not. Well, look at that. It's not that much different. I mean, if you want to learn to play the right way, just watch what the pros do.
That was a strange shot from Matt there. I mean, he wasn't playing to pot that red as far as I can see, because he was playing it into the rail.
Well, that's an interesting shot there. This is no gimme out. He's got to figure out how to get behind the red up table. He's going to try it now, and that's not going to work. And boy, even if he does get behind it, getting on the 8's no gimme. This is tough.
Well, this will be a miracle out shot if he does it, I'll tell you. If he gets out in this visit, it'll be a big stroke of genius, in my opinion, if he can do anything here. He's pretty straight in this. He can go forward and he can come back, and the angle he's got either way ain't good. Oh, this might work though. If it slows down, too much juice on it. He's got a pot into the corner, and the 8 does go up table. Yeah, he was never getting there though.
Well, this is no gimme here. I'd say this is maybe
shot and a half if this goes in.
This is a 50-50 kind of shot.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Great shot. Great shot.
I can hear feedback through your headset, Steve, or through your monitor. There's a volume level that's up that shouldn't be up.
Really? What are you hearing?
I'm hearing my voice coming through from your end.
Okay, I've lowered your volume. Are you better now?
Well, I'll tell you if I can hear myself. No, I can't hear myself anymore.
Yeah, I turned the volume
well,
down.
That was a brilliant shot by Matt, and it was a brilliant out at the end of the day to get back all square 7. Don't tell me it's. Oh no, it was semi-pro's break, so he must have had a ball.
Well, if you're semi-pro at this point, you just have to sort of settle down and kind of erase all those mistakes from your mind. you don't want to start dwelling on that, you know, because
well, it's a race to 4 now. That's a big difference.
Well, actually, I don't think as much Matt is warmed up as semi-pro is just giving away a lot of games right now.
He's sort of gone lukewarm.
Watch out. Well, he's still okay. He may have been playing position for that one anyways.
Is he going to try and stop this in the gap? Or is he going to go through for a square cut in this red?
Roll this.
I know. Well, now he's got to get into the big space between those two yellows.
I would bring it all the way up to the head string. I'd bring it up to head string and take the cut. That's the simplest thing to do. If you overroll it, then you know you're going to have to try to find some way of playing safe.
He's overcooked it.
Trying to go on the
He's
gap.
overcooked it, or has he? Oh, let me have a look. No, he can't get there.
Good. And he takes a blast at it, and
well, Matt can put him in trouble though.
Yeah, I think I would have tried to come up to the you know, it's a confidence shot with a cue ball. Bring it up to the head string and take the cut on the red, because you know you can't snooker yourself doing that.
I think
you
he
may
wanted
not come
him
up with a very good shot.
I think Matt wanted further out in this yellow into the side pocket just to try and maybe nudge the yellow in the rail, and he didn't quite get there. And he's just threatening to go funny here as well. He's still okay for the moment.
Well, that yellow's not that close to the rail. He can just get straight on it and roll it down the rail.
Well, the other worry is that he's now got the 8-ball block in the corner pocket that these two yellows will go into at that end of the table.
Yeah, he doesn't need to bump that ball. He may try to bump it here. I don't know that he needs to.
Well, he might end up ducking for cover here at some point.
No, he's going to have to mess up to do that. I think he's just going to roll that ball down the rail. I don't think he's going to bump it. And he didn't get very straight on it. Would have been nice to be a little straighter.
He's going to have to duck for cover now, because this cutie, he can't thump this in and get anywhere half decent on these two yellows. He's trying to squeeze across, but he ain't quite got there yet.
Yeah. This is
big shot.
Well, the good thing about this is it's pretty natural position on the other one. And
he's overcooked it, or he hasn't cooked it enough. Now he's in no man's land.
Well, as long as you just keep potting balls, it'll all work out.
These are tough. I think he's got the line right in the heart of the pocket.
Yeah.
And suddenly, I think, for the first time in the match, Matt is in the lead. 8 racks to 7.
Well, semi-pro is certainly not out of it by any means.
Well, he's got a ball, Matt, but he's got an ugly mess.
Yeah, the balls.
They didn't really split well at all there.
He could take yellows if he wants. He's looking at reds. He does have that one yellow in the side. I think the reds are probably a little better. I think what's he doing here? Is he going to take? I think he'll take reds.
That's the chat died in my phone again. It only goes so far, and then it doesn't refresh itself.
The bottom line is they both suck, and now the ones he picks suck even worse because he just. Oh boy, that was a disaster shot there. he just. So this will be an interesting game. This is going to be a strategy game.
Right.
I'm not sure I like that shot. He just shoved reds over in front of the pocket. I mean, Matt's going to have a chance to potentially make that red yellow and have the red follow it in. Yeah, that's a good shot. Very good shot. Semi-pro's probably going to put one of these in front of another one of these in front of the pocket.
It can get the angle to get the line to the rail, and well, he hasn't played that. I thought he was
what
maybe
he
going
was
to try
trying to
and.
do there.
I thought he was maybe going to try and cut that to the short rail and bump the red and put his other yellow in front of his own yellow and just sort of completely block the pocket.
Matt's going to keep putting balls in front of pockets, probably. I don't know why you wouldn't just bank that one red that's over by the rail across towards the other pocket.
Yeah,
you may
at
put
least
this
it
one
gets
up table in front of the pocket.
Yeah, it gets one of them out of there. Yeah, that was a. Well, I think that yellow might have been the way of the bank, but at least you could have got it out there in the gap towards the short rail.
Yeah, semi-pro tried to move some balls across. The best thing about that for him is that he didn't give Matt a great chance of putting a ball in front of the other corner. Don't go in. No, it did. It'd been better if that didn't.
Now he can.
This is where if I was Matt, I'd bank this across by the other pocket, just like that.
Yeah, see that line that he has in that red and yellow into the corner there. The one that's on the right side, well, that's knocked the yellow in.
Yeah, I'm not sure he wanted that to happen, but.
Well, he's got control of the pocket though. Oh, cue ball's gone. That's a disaster.
Honestly, that's a pretty silly mistake.
It is pretty silly because you could easily get hold of that cue ball there and stop anything like that happening.
That's how you lose the rack doing that. I mean, that's just careless.
Yeah, the little alarm bell should be ringing in your head about the line that cue ball's going to take when you play the shot, and you have to take evasive action. And that's a big boo-boo.
You certainly got to know where the cue ball's going.
Well, this could be huge. Watch that yellow. He's bumped to yellow. He's still okay though.
So
now, he can't really play the combo up table here, I don't think. Because this isn't sitting pretty for that. He's going to try and roll this clean.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room.
This is the win or lose shot here.
Watch the knuckle.
That's the win shot.
He's still got to get a sight on this red over the other corner pocket. And he has done. This will just be a straight roll up the rail. Nice pace. And Matt is making his move. Duly assisted by Semi-Pro's error. And he's got a 2-rack lead at the business end of the match.
Well, I mean, at this point, if Matt continues to play strong, he's going to be the favorite to win this.
Yellow's gone in.
Semi-Pro really needs to do something now. And
Yellow's
really
gone in.
Well, geez, they're both so-so.
Yeah, problem over the left side. Although I think that red's accessible into the side pocket there where he's sitting. It's no, maybe not. I think it's maybe a bit of a cut to the jaw, that red, by the look of it from where he's sitting.
Yeah, I like the reds a little better than the yellows, but not significantly so.
He's looking at the cut in the red.
He shot the cut on the red and did not make it.
There was a wee bit of stubbish in that shot there. Cue ball running well loose again.
Well, so Matt's probably going to take yellows here. I mean, he doesn't really have. Oh, he does have a shot on the red up table.
Can he? Well, there would be an ambitious shot, playing a billiard off the yellow onto his yellow to pot the yellow and getting that other yellow maybe better into play. Well, he's playing for the draw and the bump.
He tried to make things better, and he did for Semi-Pro. That's the problem with that shot is the table got a lot better from Semi-Pro, and Matt has no shot. So you really want to try to play safe here if you can.
Where's he going to duck? I mean, a little feather. Well, The thing is, if he plays a feather edge off that yellow to rest his other yellow in the short on the long rail,
that's a tough shot.
You know, I don't think he could really do much there. To be honest with you,
he put his yellow where he's tied up those two reds a little bit, but not enough to stop Semi-Pro from running out. I mean, I think Semi-Pro will run this out.
Well, why is he not taking the first red next to that yellow that you're talking about, Steve? He's cutting the other one into the side. Why isn't he pushing through? Even though he was hampered over the yellow slightly, why isn't he pushing through? I suppose he could have pushed his other red onto the rail next to the other yellow there, and maybe that's why he avoided it. Oh dear, I don't think he wanted to do that though. Is he okay? I think he's okay.
He's going to have to shoot the combo, I think. I don't think he can shoot this.
I think he can get to it. At first glance, it looked like he can get to it clean. Yeah, he can.
Well, I'm blind.
Well, now he can deal with the problem red, the one that's on the right-hand side, as a maybe. I think he would have played that if he was actually.
See how he went forward there.
Yeah.
That's the way you want to play that shot. It's way more controlled than trying to draw it.
Oh, that's going to the jaw.
Oh,
well,
boy.
Here we go. Chance for Matt to get to the hill.
It's just all gone wrong here for Semi-Pro. Just a lot of unforced errors.
Well, my question then is that yellow that he's next to, is that the one to drop down onto this 8-ball? The one that's in the rail on the right side, that's a worry. Well, he's going to have plenty of open ground to get to this 8-ball. Oh, now I think he's got to try and get into the middle of the table here on the right side if he can. He needs to get this right up the table. Watch the knuckle. He didn't want that.
Well, he wanted some angle. I mean, because he needs to come across with
not as much as that, though.
Well, better that than getting straight in.
Oh, that's perfect. It's perfect.
It went in.
Died in, and it's, well, good luck with this shot. That's all I'm going to say.
This shot's a little tricky here. He needed to be more straight in. Yeah, this light cue ball, though, I think you can do it.
Yeah,
he tried to go that way. Okay.
He certainly did do it, but again, you've got to get that so flush, and at that pace, you catch knuckles, you're never getting in. So Semi-Pro, it's survival instinct now.
Well, that was huge for Semi-Pro. I mean, Matt had a tough situation, and he wasn't able to execute and get out, and.
Well, there's pressure on here, though, because it's Matt's break. He's got to come up with a result here. Back to within one.
Yeah, well, that was huge, Matt not getting on the hill.
He's got a ball.
He's got a ball in.
A couple of yellows have gone in.
Does he have a shot? He's got a shot on the red. He does have a shot on the yellow, too.
Is he going to cut the red in the side and try and do a bit of bumping up top, I think? He doesn't need to hit this hard. He just needs to bump things like that. That's a shot. He just needed to bump things, and well, he's improved it slightly. But
yeah, I think that's good enough. We'll see. I mean,
he can get to
at
the
this
two
stage in the match. Nothing's guaranteed, and you know, I would think he would run out here, but there's a lot of nerves going on here between these guys.
He's reluctant to cut that one back into the corner. In fact, it was too dicey a cut, I think. Cue ball running loose too much. But he's on that other awkward red. Well, this one's awkward as well, where he is, so he's going to deal with that. But that one up top, next to the yellow or behind the yellow as we look, he's just got to get good in that. Well, he's every opportunity to do it now.
Yeah, he's every opportunity, the high one, which is the right thing to do.
So that's that problem dealt with there. Now he needs to come high enough into the table so that he can play this red, and it's dropping dead onto the 8 ball. He's just overcooked it slightly here. He might have to check this a wee bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bit of good bit of left on it just to kill it. Stop the cue ball leaking away. But it still leaks away. That's the problem. And now this is not a gimme.
Yeah, at this stage of the match, this is not the shot you want to have to shoot.
It is the shot to get to the hill, though. And it's going in. If it's got the legs, he ain't got there. And it's a free shot.
Oh, boy.
Goodness me. We're
Oh, boy.
We might be going all the way here, folks.
Oh, that
I'll tell you. I mean, it's a perfect line, just not the way.
He's going to roll this one down the rail. This is the right shot, too, because that's probably the only one you can really have a chance of missing. He doesn't like the angle he's got. I'm kind of surprised he didn't roll that where he got the cue ball out so he could shoot the one on the rail. I mean, why get where you're on the rail? Because he probably would have rather shot that one that's down on the end rail there. Yeah, I think when he had the free shot, you know, it didn't matter whether he made the ball or not. He just needed to get the cue ball off the rail so he could shoot the next one.
Well, I'll tell you something. He doesn't want to be straight in this other one. He's got the angle. And this yellow ball's comfortably off the rail, so... Yeah, and of course you don't have to do anything with the cue ball.
All fine and dandy, but you still got to move the cue ball. I mean, if you look at the great pool players like a Jason Shaw, who's a great shot maker, or Joshua Filler, who's a great shot maker, those guys move the cue ball really well. They're not just shot makers.
Well, all of a sudden, we're neck and neck, semi-pro breaking to get to the hill. And the yellow's gone in, and another yellow's gone in. The 8 ball's hanging over the corner pocket.
Well, he's got one problem here with the reds. I think he's almost got to take yellows. I mean, that one red is no good.
Yeah, it's no good, but look at the angle that you can get on that red to break out that red, but he isn't doing it. He's going to have to play the dodgy cut right now.
This is the whole game right here.
He's not got the legs.
Yeah. Well, he just came up thin on it. You know, he hit a little too thin.
Disaster. He hasn't hit a rail either. Matt's got a free shot. I never noticed that there. Boy. I just caught that in the top of the HUD. Well, that's the worst possible outcome. And Matt now can deal with his problem red.
He's got to hit the ball on the rail, right? Well, doesn't he? I would think he'd have to hit the ball on the long rail. That's the ball that's in trouble.
It's a free shot, so he can pot the yellow that's blocking the pocket if he wants. But I would much rather have made sure I get dealt with that red that's in the rail. Well, we'll see if this works out for him. He's got rid of the blocking yellow and left the red where it is. It's not on the rail, but I mean, he's got a perfect angle now to cut that and deal with those 3 reds up top. Now he's got less of an angle. Now you.
Yeah, that's not enough angle.
You know, that's not enough angle, and you don't want to be playing that. So look at this, unbelievable. Look at that for a disaster.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I mean, I get why he potted the yellow, but I was thinking, if the yellow wasn't blocking his other reds, I was just thinking get that red off the rail, and that became a problem for him.
Yeah, just bank it, cross it over into the other side of the table, and you're fine. But
I mean, I'm not a black ball player. I didn't grow up playing this, and so maybe I'm wrong. It just me as just a pool player looking at it seemed like he should hit the red.
Well, I think that if you're going to pot the yellow, right, and with a free shot, it has to be with intent that you're going to be getting to that red fairly soon. And if not, then, as you said, Steve, bump the red and get out of there.
Well, the good news for Matt is he's breaking, so this isn't over. This looks like it's going to go hill to me.
Well, he's got a ball, couple of balls have gone in.
2 balls. And it looks like a pretty good table, too.
Well, it looks pretty good if it's reds and you're wanting an adjacent red to get to the 8 ball.
He's
Yellows
gonna
as
take
well.
the reds. I think he'll take the reds. I mean, he doesn't have a good shot on the yellows to starter, so he almost has to take the reds. The biggest problem here is getting the cue ball out of there. Oh, he's got the shot up table. Okay.
Well, he wants to get this cue ball running forward a wee bit here.
Yeah, he may have to shoot the one over the corner pocket. That would have been nice to get on the one on the rail. I mean, he just didn't have any choice being that straight on it. So
this is, I'm already concerned here because he's got to deal with that red there. And the other issue then is he'll have less of an issue.
This red is pretty much frozen to the rail.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this has got to be flush. Yeah, that's not going in.
Well, Semi's got his chance, and this is a nice little opportunity here to get rid of the 3 little ball cluster.
Well, unless the cue ball gets out of line, he's going to be out here.
Let's see what he's going to decide, how he's going to try to deal with these. He doesn't like shooting the one on the bottom because it's going to run into the other ball, and it's kind of indeterminate. He's doing the smart thing here by playing this one and running into him. And I say that because, well, and he didn't run into him very good. He's going to play safe here. This is safety time. Pin him on the back of that yellow. This has got to be a safety at this point.
Well, Matt's going to either...
he's going to kick at it. He's got to kick at it.
It's difficult picking the line off that short reel down onto this red.
Well, it isn't as bad as you think. I mean, that's kind of unfortunate because I think Semi-Pro played it the right ball. He just didn't hit the right line speed to get safe. This ball's makeable.
He's nowhere near the line.
He didn't get it, and it's going to be a free shot.
And it's going to be all over.
Well, I mean, this is one of these matches where whoever wins, I'm going to say that he escaped, whether it's Matt or Semi. Whoever wins this escaped because they both did their damnedest to lose it.
Yeah, the mistakes have been made. Matt, unfortunately for Matt, at the wrong time, at the business end of the match, that scratch.
Well, you know, I mean, it's
cost him dear.
It's been a match of momentum, but it's kind of been not the good mo as far as the bad mo. I mean, at first, Semi played great, and Matt was struggling, and then middle of the match, Semi started struggling, and Matt started playing great. And now we've kind of reversed it towards the end of the match again.
Well, I think they made their equal share of mistakes during it.
Yeah, it was not a very clean
kept one another in it.
It was not a very clean match by either player.
But what it does mean is
Semi in the hot seat.
Semi's in the final, so Matt now knows where he stands. Now, who is he moving over to?
What a load of rubbish. Yeah,
well,
it pretty much was that match.
Yeah, the last rack and a half for Matt, it certainly was.
But it's funny, that's how matches can go. I mean, you know, it's not always going to be play good. That was a survival match.
Right, so Coldest Pillow plays Stub tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. my time, and the winner of that match will play Cheeky Chico.
Yeah, I think that could be a good match between Coldest Pillow and Stub.
Larry is playing Laser at midnight tomorrow, I believe that is 12 a.m.
Who is Laser?
I haven't a clue. So that's like 7 p.m. Eastern. He's going to be playing him. I'll be in bed long before that ever starts. But the winner will then play Albinario.
So I'm taking a look at Laser. So Laser lost to Coldest Pillow 11-3, and then he beat Brainfell out 9-5, and then he beat Bankster 9-7. So you know, the guy must be able to play some. If you know, he's you know, those guys aren't bad players. So this could be interesting. You have to favor Larry.
Well, Matt's got a choice of players that he's going to have to beat to get into the final. It's either going to be Cheeky Chico, Coldest Pillow, Stubb, Larry, Laser, Albinario. That's all the players that potentially he could bump into.
Yeah. Well, chances are it's going to be Albinario, but never be absolute about things because you never know.
Yeah. Well, that's an unexpected match today. I was all for falling asleep, and I won't be that far off it anyway.
Well, but it was an exciting match. I mean, that's the thing about matches is sometimes the matches that aren't played that well are the most exciting ones.
Well, of course, then it gets it twists and turns. You know, if it's one player falling apart all match, then it's never good to watch. Capitulating in your own downfall. It's always good to see the twists and turns.
Coldest Pillow says check the tourney stats.
Check the tourney stats for what? What we're checking? What, the match stats between the two of them?
I think that's what he's talking about.
Who have we just watched?
We just watched Rodney versus MC Clarkey.
Right. And now that's a big MC, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Rodney, I also think about my brother's cat. My brother's cat was named Robbie. This big furry Maine Coon thing, giant cat. You know what a Maine Coon is, Hugh?
No.
Well, look them up on the internet. They're gigantic cats. It's like the biggest domestic house cat.
Now, why is it not finding them? Oh, there we go.
Clark should find them.
Right. 10 breaks each. 1 run out from the break from semi-pro. His balls in the break was far better than Matt. Break fouls 1 from Matt. Black ball stats, Rack's run from semi-pro 3, and Rack's run for 1 for Matt, and then the 8 balls shot and missed and whatever. There's not an awful lot to be gleaned out of these stats in black ball.
Well, they certainly didn't run a lot of racks. That's one thing I'm gleaning. Which is, you know, I mean, if you look at most matches between good players, there's going to be a lot more runouts than that.
Well, if you look at the overall scores here for Rodney, he's at 127 shots and made 115. So his shot percentage is far superior.
Yeah.
If you look at that. And his shots per turn is certainly a higher average.
I mean, Matt struggled. It was it's a contrasting thing. Most of Matt's mistakes were missed balls, and most of semi-pros' mistakes were either brain farts or just maybe playing a bad pattern.
Right. Well, I think that's about it, folks. For those that are still watching. Well,
we got a lot of good matches coming up in this thing.
Yeah.
I think the final, we already know that semi-pros in it. It's going to be a good final.
Well, I'm off in the second week of January. I've got a week off then, so hopefully I'll be able to catch something by that time. I would imagine most people won't be. I mean, well, barring deadline times, they won't be arranging matches very much over the next day or two, other than what's there at the moment.
Yeah.
And then the final will be sometime in the new year. In fact, what is the deadline for the final? Let me have a look.
I think it's the 12th. Is it the 12th? Yeah, it's the 12th of January.
So the deadline for the semi-final is the 2nd of January, I think. No, it isn't. It's actually the 7th, so there's plenty of time. I don't think there'll be an awful lot of action other than Stubb and Coldest Pillow and Larry and Laser. I don't think there'll be much after that until after the new year. I'm hedging my bets that that's going to be the case. So that's the 2 matches. Coldest Pillow Stubb tomorrow at 6 p.m. and at midnight on Sunday that Larry plays that guy laser. And good luck to all.
So
but I should hopefully be around for the one tomorrow.
In the 10 ball, there's only 8 spots left.
Yeah, that's what we're just going to double check there. Where are we?
So if you want to play in that, you need to get signed up.
Oh
boy, look at the comments.
There's still plenty of time to get in. How many's in, or who's actually in? Do we, anybody we don't know? We've got Albinario, Bankster, Bedhead, Casino Jim, Chiku. Chiku's back in. Cobra, Coldest Pillow, Damon or Demon is a name I've never seen before. Fast Eddie, Interchange X, Larry, Liquid, Matt, Bill, Slim, Rabbi, Stub, Sergresh.
We got this Skull Shooter BR who hasn't, looks like he hasn't played 10 ball.
Slug, Spectre, Don, Tommy, Whiskey, and Wink at Me. So
he's actually in the lobby right now. I think he's probably a new player.
No, well, this is a player. This is a player who was around regular for a while ago, about a year ago, and then he disappeared off the face of the earth, and now he's suddenly reappeared.
Skull Shooter.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. But again, I don't think. See, this is like a lot of these players. But in fact, quite a lot of those players don't play 10 ball.
He must have made a new account because he doesn't have much play history.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the same name. There's another name I've never seen.
Hairpig, and he's playing with Interchange X. So he must be a decent player. He must be a lot better than his rating. I think you're right. But I think he must have made a new account. Maybe the spelling's a little different. So look at the player comments on that thing.
Where in the tournament?
Yeah, Bedhead's got a great comment. You got to read the Bedhead comment.
Stub, the usual stuff. You don't need to read that.
The third comment.
Stub, if only you could back up your bullshit with some actual quality at the table, that would be a nice change of pace. As it is now, the louder you get, the worse you play. You used to be a killer. What happened to you? And then, of course, you got a whole pile of bullshit. See, this is the thing. You shouldn't even talk to him. Don't even ask him a question. You got a whole pile of crap after it. Look, I'm not reading any of it.
You gotta love that response by Bedhead. What a cutting response that was.
And it's true. Yeah. No,
I love it. Yeah. Well, that's what makes it so cutting. Is it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody could say something that's just mean, but that was true.
Everybody reads that, knows it's true. Stub, of course, knows it's true. He just will never ever admit that. He'll never ever come round to that way of thinking.
I like to see Stub play well in the 10-ball tournament. You know, I'll be rooting for him to play well. But
the trouble is he can do that for one match, but he's not good enough to string it for the whole event. That's his problem.
Well,
he's not going to find that consistency. That's exactly it. You can't get that lucky. You know, that's where luck goes out the window when you're trying to win championships. It's a whole different ball game doing that. Winning a few racks is fine, but consistently for a period of time and over a number of matches, too much to ask for Stub. He's not going to learn in the short run to do that, or the short term to do it.
No.
Right, I'm calling it quits, Steve.
All right.
I'll wish everybody a happy Christmas again, although I will be around tomorrow to hopefully get that match with Stub and Coldest Pillow. It'll only be a race to 9, which is even better for me. The shorter, the better. But, thanks for your company, guys.
Did I miss that?
That'll be 1 p.m. Eastern. So,
I'll try to be here for that. We'll see.
But I will be here as long as I can stay awake. Right, guys, we'll bid you good evening and good luck for 2025 when it comes as well. See you later, folks.
Good night, guys.
Thanks again.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.